Let's look at the traffic. Traffic is the term that is used in digital marketing to bring customers to the business, and what is really is needed to create traffic. This is exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. So if you've been following, this is a series of a business that we started that teaches IELTS. IELTS basically is the English language that people write when they need to travel abroad, especially to go to the United Kingdom and other countries. So if you want to understand exactly what this is all about, start off from the very first video. Again, I want you to download the ebook, and this ebook is going to tell you the 9 guiding principles of starting a successful online business. The reason why you need to make sure that you download the ebook is because you need to remember the 9 guiding principles by your heart and by your head. Because when an opportunity meets preparedness, it results to success. You need to understand that. So just because I came across a frustration, a problem that needed a solution, I was able to go home and take a pen and paper and write down all the steps that I needed to take, being guided by those 9 principles. I was able to establish a business within less than in no time. Okay, so let us call out these 9 guiding principles again. Number 1, we are looking at learn it all. Number 2, we are looking at market research. Number 3, we are looking at creating the product or finding the product. Number 4, we are looking at creating the buying environment. Number 5, we are looking at the traffic, which is the video that we are at right now. And then we're going to be talking about the other steps as we move forward. So the first ideal thing that you want to do when it comes to traffic, I'm going to go back again and check one of the books that I've actually read, which is this one, which is called The Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson. This is one of the very good books, and what I'm just going to explain in this traffic is what I've actually read from there. So this book says, if you want to market your business, it's not all about creating traffic. It's all about finding where the traffic is. So he went on to say, I'm going to give a very good example. I come from Zimbabwe. Let's say you want to start a business and you have a very good idea and your business is okay, and then you go to the remote part of Zimbabwe and then you build your building there, you start selling your stuff. They may not go fast as compared if you go to the capital city. The capital city is where it's congested, it's where the people are, okay? If you establish your business there, you might get more customers. So that was his explanation, that you don't necessarily need to create traffic, because sometimes you might create traffic to a different location and it doesn't work. Find out where the people are congested. Now, in this idea that we had, when I was actually writing the blueprint of what I wanted to do, I realized that the people in Zimbabwe, according to the niche and the business that I wanted to do, they are on 2 things: Facebook and WhatsApp. This is why we have actually mentioned in the previous video that we have actually created the Facebook group and the WhatsApp, and this is how we have actually structured to use Facebook and WhatsApp to bring customers. However, this very first step of the traffic is whereby you create a framework, a permanent framework, like, oh, this is exactly what I need to do, and tactics can come later on. In the next video, you're going to learn about the different tactics that we have used to bring people to the Facebook group and the WhatsApp groups as well. Right now, our Facebook group is over 20,000 people, and by the time that you watch this video, maybe it will be a lot of people. I'm going to add a link in the description to the Facebook group and one of the WhatsApp groups as well. So the reason why we took that, in some other areas, in some other parts of the world, WhatsApp does not really convert, but just because we're in Zimbabwe, WhatsApp really converts very well. So in this very first part, we're going to look at a framework that I wrote down when I was actually planning this whole thing. Now, this framework is, again, what I've learned from this book, because this guy mentions about a marketing method which is called a sales funnel. In his definition, he says a sales funnel is a marketing method that you use to create something for free. And when people get your website, they leave their email, their phone number, and then you start do some follow-ups, and then you start doing some upsells and some downsells as well. So you can learn about what a funnel is. Now, following that same concept, when I wanted to implement in our ideal African Zimbabwean context, I realized if I do that, I was going to take a very long time to get a lot of people to look at our business. So the 2 things that were there were Facebook and WhatsApp. I had to deploy a plan that works like a funnel in that manner, but which is a little bit tweaked a little bit based on what I've actually read. Now, again, the other book that I'm actually going to talk about again, I'm going to talk about this book a lot. It's called The Laptop Millionaire. I bought this book in 2013. Yeah, I still have this book. I still read it to this day. It was written by a gentleman called Mike Anastasi. It's a very good book if you want to start an online business. It covers a lot. Now, back to the framework. There are 5 steps that I actually sat down and wrote. Okay, so the first one is called the traffic source. So now when we're looking at the traffic source, we're just looking at any method that we can use to have people look at our business. Okay. And then number 2, we are looking at the initial conversation. Someone sees the video, they reach out to us, we speak to them, or someone sees an advert on Facebook or whatever, they reach out to us. And then the third part to that was the playground. I call this the playground or the slaughter room. Now, the playground or the slaughter room is the Facebook group or the WhatsApp groups. Why I call them the playground or the slaughter room, this is where we give a lot of information to people. This is where we show people that we care about them. Okay, let me just run down these steps and then come back and explain each one for one. So the first one is the traffic source. The second one is initial conversation. The third one is the playground. And then the fourth one is paid members only. And then number 5, we have upsells. Let me just explain. Now, the traffic source, we are talking about the different tactics that we can use to have people learn about our business. And then I've spoken about that in the next video that follows. Okay, so we bring people through YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever. And then when they get here, they're going to ask questions. Hi, Kuda, I want to learn about IELTS. I want to learn about what you offer and things like that. The first thing that I do is either I give them an answer or I tell them go and join our Facebook group or join our WhatsApp group. The reason why we do that is because we need to create our own space where we talk to our own people. When the people are in this WhatsApp group, then we speak to them, we give them a lot of value. If someone asks a question, how do I book IELTS online? And then Kuda goes to create a video that shows people how to book IELTS online. And then a few months down the line, someone asks the same question and then Kuda shares the video again. So by doing that, we are sharing that information in the Facebook group. We are creating 3 things again. People are liking us, people are trusting us, and people get to know us. Remember, when you're doing the traffic, I'm going to explain this again in the following video, that you need to make sure that you leverage on the word of mouth. As people get to know you, they're going to tell their relatives, their friends, and things like that. And if someone comes into our Facebook group, they're getting to know us. They don't trust us, they don't know us, they don't like us. They're getting to know us through testimonies from other people, conversations, and things like that. They get to pay. When they pay, we move them to a paid members group, which is number 4. A paid members group whereby we put only the people that have paid. And then number 5, we start doing what is known as upselling. Just because these people, they have paid to us, they know us, they trust us, so that we can do the job very well. We can then now offer them services like we can coach you interviews. Okay, we can offer consultation. Can you pay us? And then we consult with you and things like that. We've been able to do that. So this is the 5-step framework of the first step of traffic that I've actually created when I was actually writing down for this case study, that if I'm gonna do this, this is exactly how I want to do it. However, tactics, remember I always say tactics may come in different models, but at the same time the framework remains the same. So that is the first part of traffic. And one thing that I want you to understand is that when it comes to traffic, your business relies on traffic, and then you need to make sure that continuously you need to do efforts that market your business. Speak about your business using different methods, I'm going to talk about that in the next step. So again, this is the very important step whereby you have to sit down and see that, okay, if I'm going to start marketing this business, how am I going to be doing? What is the framework that I have to follow? You don't have to follow like the 5 steps that I've given you. If yours is 2 steps, is 3 steps, it's still okay. So what I've been able to do, if you look at it, what I've been able to do, I'm going to repeat this again in the next video. What I've been able to do is that we run like Facebook ads, and then people come to our WhatsApp, and then someone says, I saw this on Facebook, and then we just give them the price, and then we invite them to our WhatsApp group where I am there. I'm actively there speaking to people. I'm there actively there answering all the questions. As I do that, people get to know me, people get to trust me, people get to know about my business, and then people get to pay us, okay? And then as I do that, I'm collecting data. A lot of people asking questions. I do have where I put my notes. If someone asks a question, I take that question, I put it on my notes. I take that question, I put it on my notes. And then later on when I sit down, I ask my team to actually write an article for me, or I actually sit in front of a camera, I do a video, and then this video has got a lot of views. I've done a lot of videos about Nest Aid, okay? So it could be healthcare assistant interview questions, healthcare assistant, how do I get started, healthcare assistants, 11 important things that you need to know before you leave Zimbabwe as a healthcare worker. My videos have actually ranked very well. I'm getting like, one of the videos got about 40,000 views in less than 3 weeks, and I was like, wow, this is really amazing. And the video again is bringing people to the playground, to the WhatsApp group where we speak to people and they become our customers and things like that. So we've been able to grow our brand massively. Okay, we've been able to grow our brand massively and be able to impact lives, teach people IELTS, help them to with part of the process of going to the United Kingdom. Again, IELTS is just one of the many things that people can actually do for the next aid that are going to the United Kingdom. I've explained that in the very first video. These people are looking for a tutor who can teach them driving. They are looking for someone who can buy an air ticket for them. They are looking for accommodation when they come from outside Zimbabwe, from South Africa. All these are the places they are looking for accommodation. Some of them, they've got kids. When they go to the United Kingdom, they need to find someone who can remain behind with their kids and look after their kids so well. Some of them, they need interview preparations, they need help with visa booking, they need help with quite a lot of things. And what you just need is to grab just one piece of the slice of the big cake. So it's like a big cake, and what you just need is a slice. And for us, our slice basically is teaching IELTS, and we have been able to expand that. So this is a very important step of traffic. Let's just repeat the 9 guiding steps again. I really want you to get this by your heart and remember this by your head. So that night, this is exactly what went through my mind, and then I had to write that down. Okay, this is exactly what I need to do. So number 1, we're looking at Learn It All. I have a lot of books here. This is just some of them. I do have quite a lot of books that I've actually gone through. Number 2, we are looking at market research. Number 3, we are looking at finding the product, creating the product. Number 4, we are looking at creating the buying environment. Number 5, this very video, traffic. Number 6, we are looking at traffic again. Number 7, we are looking at semi-automation. Number 8, we are looking at automation. Number 9, we are looking at your own recipe. So with that said, thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. If you have any questions for me, please do leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you, and even if it's a contribution, I'd love to hear from you. Again, this is the exact concept that we are using even today in the IELTS business. Again, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.